I'm Linda Avey with 23andMe.
I'm Fabio Cavalli, CEO from Mondobiotech.
Dorian Bevets, also from Mondobiotech, Chief Scientist.
And we're very excited to announce our partnership today. And we're going to go into a little bit more information about how we're going to be working together. And we think our communities coming together is going to be very exciting. 23andMe brings people together based on their genetic information. And the combination of 23andMe with our communities and then working with Mondo, we're very excited about bringing the rare disease community to the genetics world. And it's this combination of our technology, our platform with the rare disease communities that we think will be very powerful as a combination.
And I think for the rare disease, the only future that we need is to create a database from genetic information to help the future research too, because we have two things in 2020, and the only way to diagnostic rare diseases will be to phenotype with the tools from 23andMe.
It's maybe very important to stress also the point that what we are doing and starting today will probably do last for generations, because it's a logical story which happens because the genome has been deciphered, and we have to take really advantage of this absolutely necessary feature to connect it somehow to diseases, and in our case especially to rare diseases.
Sorry, no, it's a pleasure that Linda present the science, the power of the alliance. It was the goal of the World Economic Forum 2008, and then in effect two technology pioneers together they believe they can change the life in rare diseases.
So with 23andMe, what we're able to do is open up the genetic information for each person. And as a company, what we do is we translate that information to them and make it meaningful and explain to them what the current understanding of genetics is for them as an individual. But what we're excited about doing with Mondo is because they are bringing together all of these people who have rare diseases. Now it's a way to build a community within our community. And I think the synergy of the two together, it's really exciting that we met here at World Economic Forum last year. And the fact that we're both tech pioneers, I think, is really special, because I think the forum recognized as companies what we bring for these different communities, and the fact that we met here and we're here again this year announcing this is really exciting. So I think what we could probably do is go into a little bit of information about the press release. I'm not going to read all of this, but 23andMe, an industry leader in personal genetics, and Mondobiotech, a Swiss research company dedicated to the development of treatments for rare diseases, today announced at the World Economic Forum in Davos that they are collaborating to advance research of rare diseases. The announcement marks the return of the companies to the World Economic Forum, where they both were recognized as tech pioneers in 2008. The companies will work together to facilitate research of the genetic basis of rare and potentially fatal diseases, such as pulmonary arterial hypertension, sarcoidosis, they're so rare I don't know how to pronounce it,
really rare.
and pulmonary fibrosis, the genetics of which are poorly understood. Mondobiotech will identify individuals suffering from rare diseases and sponsor their enrollment in the personal genome service offered by 23andMe. Researchers then will be able to study the genetic information collected along with any phenotypic information provided in clinical trials to understand potential causes of these diseases. 23andMe will coordinate genome-wide association studies for Mondobiotech affiliates using its research infrastructure and bioinformatics expertise. We are eager to take an active role in advancing research of rare genetic disorders, said Linda Avey, me, of 23andMe, by partnering with our colleagues at Mondobiotech. A company acutely focused in this area will be able to leverage the genetics and bioinformatics expertise of our science team toward better understanding of these often devastating conditions. And you want to read your quote? I'll give you the honor of that.
And Mondobiotech will collect in all clinical trials from each rare diseases that we're starting now the clinical, all gene information. Even outside of the clinical trials, our goal is to make all our community will speak with the product of 23andMe and collect more and more as possible of data, because it's the only way to help the future research for rare diseases.
Wonderful.